Greetings, fellow travelers. Super excited to be talking to you about full moon in general and full moon ceremonies, full moon rites, initiations. Oh my gosh, what do I do on a full moon? As well as the specific full moon, which very excited astrologically about the chart and about the healing potentials, and I'm hoping to share that with you. I think the main message is do something. You know, when we do a new moon intention or ritual or rites or, prayers, whatever we do, it's like internal and it's private and it's how we're creating and it's how we're birthing and planting seeds. But the full moon, my friends, is about expression. So howling, singing, dancing, any way that you can move and get things out of your body, shouting, writing. You picture a wolf howling at the full moon. If you can go outside, get barefoot in the dirt and howl at the full moon, I will be out there with you. So welcome, welcome. I've got some awesome crystals that I'm going to be using for my full moon. I've got some deep fluorite here, some deep purple fluorite. Sagittarius is great for deep purples. And I'm always drawn to green for Gemini. So I've got one of my favorite green crystals as well. This is malachite, and this is in its raw form, which I very, very much prefer raw to polished, just in general. This is a transformational stone. And this is going to help me to creatively express in a way that's connected to my third eye, in a way that's connected to all of the universal energy around me, instead of just like blah, 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 what I have to say. It makes what I have to say deeper and more relevant to my soul, and then also connected to all the souls around me. One of my personal favorites here, chrysocolla. This piece is from Africa. It's pretty powerful and amazing. This is creativity. And keep in mind, creativity isn't just like artists and dancers and musicians. Creativity is anything that comes from you, that's you and your style and your authenticity and your expression. So don't limit yourself to just art, but if you do art, I encourage that. Drawing, painting, get a canvas and do it all together as a family and slap some paint on there. Finger painting, anything where you're using your body and things are coming out of your soul and heart. And my absolute favorite, this is charoite. This is from Siberia, so I feel like it's a great rock for the winter. But here's what the raw form sort of looks like. And then I've got a polished orb. I got this one actually from John Hardesty, so shout out to him. He's the Flip Flop Bead Shop. And I'll like to talk about him whenever I can. He's an amazing healer, and you should go see him, because there's no way you're going to get a better deal on amazing stuff like this. Okay, shout out. And then, of course, selenite, cleansing and clearing. Pendulums are great because the energy is circling and swinging. I'm going to be lighting some Palo Santo and a lot of different incenses, like I showed you on the new moon. Really, it's like the simplest thing is what are you drawn to? I am super drawn to this. And so before I ever got this stone, I was drawn to it. And then after I got it, I was like, wow, I wonder what charoite is for, where it's for healing and transformation and unconditional love and acceptance. And that's exactly what I needed. And so whatever you're drawn to, you can trust yourself. You can just go to it and do it. And whatever you're drawn to burn, to write, to express, to be, to have next to you, just do that. I have the chart today. I'm going to talk a little bit about this amazingness here. Full moon charts are always fun. I always think about a baby being born right at this moment and what would that look like. And right now we're sort of creating a baby in this moment together. We are birthing an experience, an element. We're forging a new path and a new journey together. So thanks for being with me on it. So most of you probably know it's the full moon in Gemini. It's at 19 degrees. As well as the sun being at 19 degrees. So that opposition and that polarity creates a full moon. I like to think of astrology and planets as a continuum. So not just like Sagittarius is the opposite of Gemini and they're so different, but like Sagittarius and Gemini are on a continuum. And that particular continuum is to gain information, to be seeking, to always be learning, to always be knowing. And Gemini, it's on a personal level about the self and the self journey. And Sagittarius, it's on more of a global journey to get to a higher spiritual level, to get to a conscious, connected, deep level, but we're on that same journey. So it's like, if I don't know enough about myself, how am I going to be on a higher spiritual journey to connect with you? Because if I don't know myself, I can't connect with you. So they both come into play. So I love that idea of going back and forth and balancing the two. And like I said, 19 degrees is the degrees of a shaman. So anything that you can do this full moon to embrace nature, music, medicine that is not Western medicine, but, herbs and plants and teas, is going to be super healing. Anything with music, with art, connected to the ancients and connected to the idea of every living thing having value, is going to be super impactful. Another awesome feature that I love is the mutable cross. And so we've got this horizon over here where we've got Virgo and Pisces. Virgo is like all the different forms of healing I could possibly have, and having a critical eye towards it so that it could be the best that it can be. And I feel like that Virgo rising really matches with the Capricorn stellium. We've got Jupiter, South Node, Saturn, Venus, and Pluto. So let me say that in basic terms. And in basic terms, that is expansion of all things. When Jupiter is in Capricorn, it doesn't mean like you hit the lottery. It means you steadily work all year with this sign, and you put in the time and the effort, and you restrict yourself where it's needed, and you work extra hard where it's needed, and then you are bountifully blessed. So prosperity, but it's prosperity that's based on a long-term foundation and legacy, not just like, woo, hit the jackpot. So I really like Jupiter in Capricorn. I think it's awesome. It's something that will last a long time rather than just like, cool, I have 5,000 extra bucks. It's much more long-reaching than that. The South Node is our past life and our past journey. So coming to terms with who I was in my past heredity, who, my family tree hands down to me, who I may have been in past lives. And Saturn, again, is that hard work and that dedication. And it's like putting in the nitty gritty. But you get to be like bountifully blessed by that. And I think today, as you express yourself with this full moon, just know that hard work combined with being all of who you are is sort of a big theme. Venus is relationships and love and beauty and art and music. And Pluto is a choice between trauma or transformation. No middle ground. Do I want to transform or do I want to be traumatized? I want to transform. They're both painful. It's not like, I want to transform. That's easy. Both very painful, but in different ways, and with different outcomes. And so how amazing is it that all of that Capricorn energy is in the fifth house? The fifth house is creativity and expression and being your authentic self. And so we're going to learn how to empower and how to be empowered by just expressing ourselves on the full moon. If that is yodeling, then you need to go yodel tonight. If that is giving someone a smooch, go give someone a smooch tonight. If that is playing your violin all crazy, play your violin all crazy tonight. But whatever is authentically you, oh man, do that. And that is symbolic when you do those things. It's not like you have to create a magic spell or an altar, although you can, and that would be amazing too. It's not like you have to ask a deity for help, although you can, and that would be amazing too. It's like whatever you authentically do that's you has so much power today and tonight and even tomorrow. And so that one thing that you do, that action that you take, that foundation that you lay, it gets exponentially, it grows and grows into basically a pattern for the next coming months with the Capricorn stuff coming up. Taurus is at the top of the chart. Taurus is about creating peace in the world through sensuality, through steadiness, through having a real plan that works, through beauty, through comfort. And so I love that, having the midheaven. And then the Sagittarius and Gemini polarity is going from the fourth house to the 10th house, who I am privately and who I am out in the world. So we're balancing who I am inside with who I am in the world, and we're taking that sort of reflective and cyclic journey together in a very healing way, in a shamanic way. So many blessings to you, fairy dust, pixie dust, juju, energy, sending you so much unconditional love and infinite light. Express yourself today and enjoy it, and I can't wait to hear how it went and how you're doing. Visit us on Facebook, Swimming in Stars Astrology. It's a private group, but anyone can join. You can visit us on the web, eparcher.com. And I look forward to seeing you on the internet, in person, and in the stars.